I'm not complaining because I am in love. I do not like typing books. I'm not having the best time, I guess. And there was a lot of pining from the MMCs. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Vivian, and in today's video we're gonna be letting the random number generator pick what I'm gonna be reading for the week. I actually thought about this reading idea because I was looking through my TBR cart, which is this one. I thought it would be fun to mood read, just pick out any book that I want and all of that. But I was looking through the cart and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to read. And I literally stared at it for 10 minutes and I realized that I literally do not know what to read. And I thought it would be easy to let a random generator help me pick what I'm going to be reading, because at that point of time, I literally just do not want to make decisions. So I thought it would be a good idea because I've seen a few people do this and it sounds fun. It's kind of playing lucky draw. You might end up picking up books that you've been putting off for a while and all of that, so I thought it would be fun to do this video. I actually picked up my first book. I will send y'all to past Vivian, who picked it out yesterday night. So let us go back in time for a bit. Positioning and lighting is not the best, but I thought of this idea mainly because I cannot figure out what I want to read. I thought it would be fun to make the random number generator pick it for me, so I'm gonna do the picking right now. I got my phone here and I'm gonna find the random number generator on Google, which is this. Is that focusing? If it's part of a series, I'm only gonna pick the first book of that series or the next book in that series that I have not read. For example, Long Way Down, Some Kind of Perfect, I'm only gonna be including Long Way Down and not including Some Kind of Perfect. And then obviously there's a flip side to it. We're gonna start with number 1 and then continue on the flip side after that. So I don't know how many books I have. I haven't counted yet, so I'm gonna count now. Wow, I didn't know that I have that much books I haven't read. Okay, apparently I have 40 books, and that's not even counting books that I have like the second and the third of. I'm gonna put the number 40, and then we're just gonna generate this and see. Did I click it? I clicked it, right? Did it give me number 1? I watched the clip back and I did click it. It just gave me number 1. I'm not complaining because, bruh, I just hit myself with my book. I want to read this book, so that's why I'm a bit surprised. Honestly, I'm not gonna be complaining. I literally just finished reading Foul Lady Fortune. I really like that ending. Honestly, I'm excited. I'm actually really freaking excited. I really want to read this book, so that's exciting. I'm gonna pick up Foul Heart Huntsman. That's gonna be our first book of this video. I'll send you guys back to future Vivian, who is going to be filming the intro of this. As you guys saw, I did end up picking up Foul Heart Huntsman by Chloe Gong because this was the first book on the cart, and apparently the generator gave me 1. And I wasn't mad about this because I literally just finished reading Foul Lady Fortune and I really wanted to get into this book because the ending of that first book was wow. I was kind of surprised by the whole storyline. I really liked it, so I was excited to get into this. And I actually read a little bit yesterday night. I read up until page 20. Not a lot. I ended up going to sleep really early yesterday, but I'm excited to continue on with this story. I don't know what the duology is called, but the first book, you're following an assassin who is basically immortal. She doesn't sleep, she cannot die. If something cuts her, she'll end up healing herself really quickly. And her name is Rosalind Lang, and her code name is Fortune. And the whole plot is that she's working for the Nationalist in 1931 Shanghai. And if you guys do not know the history behind 1931 Shanghai, China, is that it's during the period of Japanese colonization, and they were at that time colonizing Manchuria. So a little bit of history involved in the whole plot, but I thought it was really interesting to see them all kind of play out. It's obviously still fiction, but I think that the colonization history playing a role into the plot going forward is really fun. Rosalind is a part of the Nationalists, and one day there are murders going around in Shanghai the Chinese people are thinking are caused by the Japanese imperialists. Sorry about that, my mom called me, so I needed to tend to her for a bit. So Rosalind was assigned to infiltrate a Japanese company alongside a partner who is called Orion, and he also has his own backstory in regards to how he plays a role in helping the Nationalists. And with that whole plot, you're also looking at a civil war between the Nationalists and the Communists. The politics was really interesting. It didn't bore me out at all, and I really loved the romance. The romance was so freaking good. I really like the mystery plot surrounding the murders in Shanghai. So fun to to see all the revelations. So I am excited to get into Valhalla Huntsman. I'm gonna start reading this once I'm done with work because I do have some other work stuff that I need to do, but I wanted to film my intro real quick. I'm hoping to get at least halfway through this book because yesterday I read so much of Foul Lady Fortune. I read half of Foul Lady Fortune yesterday because the latter half of that book was so good. So I'm hoping to just fly through this too. I will let you guys know, give you guys any updates once I have gotten to a little bit of this book. What chapter was that when my jaw dropped? Chapter 17 was when my jaw dropped. I literally screamed in the cafe that I was in because I was reading this outside. That's why I look like a sweaty mess, because I just came back from walking my dog and I had to give this update because wow, that was so good. I feel kind of dumb in a sense where I don't see these things coming. I can't guess it out. Like, am I supposed to be able to guess this? Is it very obvious to everyone else who's reading this? Like, I want to know if I'm just dumb. As I continue on reading, I do feel like you need to read the original duology, These Violent Delights, because this won't hit as hard if you guys do not read that duology. So I do recommend it. Not needed, you'll understand the plot, but I do recommend it. And I also feel like it'll probably be better if you guys read the little middle novella in between Foul Lady Fortune and Valhalla Huntsman. There's a novella called Last Violent Call, I think, and I don't have the book. I didn't read it. Right now I'm at page 168. I didn't read a lot yesterday. I only read at night before I went to sleep, and I read like 60 pages, so I didn't read a lot. And then I read this morning when I was walking my dog. I went to a cafe. I'm still perspiring, so hopefully you guys cannot see the sweat on my face. This book is just getting better and better. There's so much pain and emotion in the writing, and also the plot is just going really quickly. Like, things are happening so quickly and I am in love. I felt like with These Violent Delights, Chloe Gong's writing was a little bit boring in the sense where there were a lot of description that didn't really need to be there. But in here, it's very concise. It just gets right on into the point, and I really like that, and I'm so happy with my read. If I do not have a pile of work to do, I would be reading, but yesterday I had so much work to do, so I only read at night when I had time. Okay, I'm gonna go and work now, and then I will update you guys once I have read a little bit more again. Cannot see myself in the viewfinder. My eyes are blurring out right now. I have some reading updates on Valhalla Huntsman by Chloe Gong. I had such a good reading day today. I didn't think I was going to read a lot, but I did. I am so happy about that. I'm at chapter 44. This is page 388. I only have like 150 pages left to the end of this book. I have to wake up really early tomorrow, and it's currently 11 p.m. I think I'm gonna stop reading here, and then I'm gonna continue on tomorrow and hope that I can get this done tomorrow. Oh my gosh, the plot is getting really exciting. I also love the romance. Oh, I find the whole found family plot of this book just so wholesome, and I really like seeing all of the interactions between the characters, the sibling interactions, the friendships. There's still things that are coming out that I am still extremely surprised about, so I'm very happy that I'm still getting caught off guard by the things that are happening in this book. That's my update for today. I am gonna let you guys go, and I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. I got done reading Valhalla Huntsman by Chloe Gong. I literally just finished it like a few minutes ago. That ending was so good. I love the whole plot coming up to the conflict and the climax of the story, and I really liked how that all played out. I felt like in the last few bits of the book, there was so much character growth, so much depth to all of the characters, both protagonists and antagonists. And obviously all of the romance lines were done so well. I had such a good time, and I really want to rate this high because obviously I loved this book and I loved this duology. Now that we're done with this, we're gonna pick out our next book. My TBR cart is behind, so let us go there to pick out our next book. This is a cart. It got a little bit mixed up because I did my April TBR, but it's still the same. I'm gonna do 1 to 39 because we did 40 books in the first time, and then I took Valhalla Huntsman out. So 1 to 39, I'm gonna generate this. Ooh, 29. 28, 29. Huh. This is what I got. So this is a very funny book. I actually have never thought of wanting to read this because this is a very old Emily Henry book. It's called Love That Split the World, and this was released in like 2016 or something. A signed copy. I got it on Half Price Books. I wouldn't have picked this up if it wasn't for random number generated things. This was counted as one. Solomon's trilogy, I counted as one, and then A Curse of Blood and Stone I skipped because A Fate of Fire and Flame is here. We're gonna go in a little bit blind. I will read a little bit and then let you guys know what it is. After reading like a 600-page book, I would love to get a short book, so this is good. I'm gonna get to reading this. I'll let y'all know once I've done a little bit of reading, and I'll update you guys tonight. My dog is snoring pretty loudly, so if you guys can hear that, please ignore. I want to give an update on The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry before I go to sleep. Currently 10 p.m. so it's not really that late, but I'm actually really tired. But I have actually read 100 pages. I'm at chapter 9 now, and I think I can kind of explain what this book is about. Essentially, you're following Natalie. She is currently a senior in high school and she's graduating soon. And Natalie, since she's 9, she has had these hallucinations. They are either hallucinations that happened when she's sleeping or when she's trying to fall asleep. And the way she explains it is that Natalie can fall to another world, and then basically there's this being called grandmother that she calls grandmother that appears to her very frequently. And this time around, when grandmother appeared to her, she told her that this boy only has 3 months to live, and then she never appears to Natalie ever again. Natalie has to figure out who exactly this guy is. She starts falling into a different universe even when she's not asleep at this point, and she ends up meeting a guy in that different universe. This really does read a little bit more whimsical. Events that happened just seems very out of this world, out of pocket, and I've never really read a book like this before. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit confused. I did read this pretty quickly. I read these 100 pages in like an hour, so I think I can fly through the book. The writing is pretty big, and apparently it's 400 pages. I'm gonna go to bed now, and then I will let you guys know when I have read a little bit more of this book. I'm not too sure when I updated you guys last time, but I do have an update on The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry. I have now reached page 326, and I am going to go to bed now because I am exhausted. It's currently 12 midnight. The way I feel about this book is a little bit weird because I have to say I've never really read a book like this before, but the theory of this is very hard to understand. They're kind of trying to explain the phenomenons in a scientific manner where there are time travelings involved. I think I would have preferred if this book just focused on it being absolutely magical and absolutely unrealistic. In my brain, it's not working. Like, the whole idea of this book is it ain't working. I'm not having the best time, I guess, but the writing is still really lyrical, which I really like. Hoping that I can get this done tomorrow morning at least. I'm gonna go to bed now. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. It is the next morning. I'm here to give an update on The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry because I've officially finished reading this book this morning. I actually flew through like the last 80 pages, not because I actually had a good time reading this book, but because it was really hard to understand. Overall, this book kind of, at least in my opinion, went down during the halfway point of this book. I understand why things need to be explained because obviously it doesn't make any sense for this to even happen, but I just couldn't grasp my head around it. And because of that, it really took away from the romance of the plot, because even though I do not like insta love or love at first sight, I do believe the plot of the book can help change that, but this one really didn't help anything. And also, I am so confused as to how this ended. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Is it supposed to be a closed ending? Supposed to be an open ending? I think I'm gonna rate this like a 2 stars or something because I couldn't really understand the book other than the fact that the writing is still really lyrical. I then did the random number generator for my 3rd book. I screen recorded my phone, and then I filmed me picking the book out. 25 appeared, so I counted from 1 to 25 once again. Did not count, so I'm kind of perfect because that one is the sequel to Long Way Down, which I haven't read yet, so I didn't count that. And then I ended up with Flock by Kate Stewart, which is crazy because I have actually not heard great things about this book. I have read a little bit. I'm at chapter 2 now. So far, at least, I don't have any feelings about it. Cecilia is the FMC of this book, and she is moving to live with her dad for a year, and her parents are separated, and her mom is in a poor state, and so she ends up moving to her dad's place for a year. He has a trust fund he wants to give her, but it can only be fulfilled if she lives with him for a year and learn about the company that he's in and all of that. And then she ends up meeting two guys. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's two guys, one girl. I'm gonna continue reading this. I still have time before I actually need to go for dinner. I'm gonna start this and I'll let you guys know once I've gone a little bit through it. Hey guys, I just came back from my outing, but I did read a lot of Flock today. Before I left, I read a lot, and while I was out, I did think about this book for a bit, and I think I am not going to be continuing my read of Flock, and I gave it a fair chance. I would say like 100 pages is a fair chance, and I have read 126 pages of Flock, and I have to be honest, I'm not feeling it. I don't really like the characters. I don't really like where the story is going. I have a feeling I know where the story is going. It's just not something that I'm actually in the mood for. I don't know if you guys know this, but I do not like DNFing books. But this is a DNF for me. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the characters. I'm not feeling the plot of the story. I don't like the female main character. I really do not like her. And the way she acts, the way she thinks, her actions, I just feel like are very annoying and irritating for me to read. And I just cannot understand why she fell so quickly for the guy. I know I can probably finish this, but I know I'll probably only give it 1.52 stars. So now we need to pick another new book. We have yet to reach the end of the week. We still have like 2 days, I'm pretty sure. I'll take my phone and we're just gonna run the random number generator. And this time around, we're gonna generate 37 books. We only have 37 books now. Got the number 17, so we're gonna start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're skipping this. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17! This is a great option, you guys, because I really do want to read this. This is about two serial killers who kill serial killers, and that's all I really know about this book, but I really do want to read this. This is my book club pick of the month. I have a book club with 3 of my friends in real life, and we picked Butcher and Blackbird to be reading this month. Okay, I'm hoping that this will be a good read because the past 2 books that I picked for this video is just not it. I'm gonna let you guys know my thoughts tomorrow morning because it's currently 11 p.m. I'm really tired. I just really want to rest, so I'm gonna go now. I will see you guys tomorrow. It's the next day and I am here to update you guys at night because I literally did not have time to do anything today. I was so packed with work today, and then I had to meet some of my friends tonight, and so I didn't really read that much. While I was waiting for my friends, I did read a little bit of Butcher and Blackbird, but it's not a significant amount, like 58 pages of this book. But I am enjoying my read so far, and I think I'm gonna read a lot more tonight. I'm just hoping for a bit of a slow burn, but so far I'm really enjoying this. I love the main characters. They're really funny and witty, and their conversations make me laugh. I remember just laughing a lot when I was outside. Hopefully they're gonna have a little bit of a slow burn, a little bit of get to know each other before they actually act on their feelings. I am so sorry for not updating you guys. Literally, I am so swamped with work today. I think it's because it's the first day of the month. That's why I'm like literally just swamped with work. Yeah, that's my night update. I'm gonna go now and read a bit more. I need to take a shower and wipe off my makeup and all of that. So I'm gonna come back to you guys maybe either tonight or tomorrow morning and give you guys an update on Butcher and Blackbird. Guys, I am here to give an update on Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. I've officially reached page 230 of this book. I'm actually going to be ending this reading vlog here. It is currently Tuesday. It is the end of the week of this reading vlog. I didn't end up finishing this book in this reading vlog. I also do not have time right now to actually finish this book, which is why I decided to just end the reading vlog here. I'm very busy today. I have so much things to do. Essentially, I don't think I'm able to finish this today, and I do want to end this reading vlog today because I have to start a new one tomorrow because I am going to be leaving for my 2-week vacation, so I need to start a new reading vlog as soon as possible. I apologize I didn't finish this book, but I do have some thoughts about my feelings on Butcher and Blackbird. Even though the characters really did find each other physically attractive, I really liked they got to know each other as characters and as individuals, and it wasn't a very fast-paced romance. It was quite slow burn, I would say. The way they got together was just very, very tension-filled, and there was a lot of pining from the MMC's point of view. It was a very cute and wholesome situation with their romance, but then the plot of this book is actually really gory. There's a lot of killing involved, obviously, but I wasn't expecting it to be that gory, but it was actually pretty disturbing. It's not hindering me from enjoying the book, but I do feel like some scenes I have to like turn off my imagination a little bit because it was very, very gory. But yeah, I am enjoying the plot. I'm enjoying the romance. I feel like there's gonna be something that's gonna happen after this part of the book. I'm excited to get to reading this. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I actually read a total of 4 books in this reading vlog. The first book I read is Fall Heart Huntsman by Chloe Gong. I decided to give this book 4.75 of a rating because I did enjoy the book. I loved it, as you guys saw, but I didn't feel like it was a 5-star feeling. And then I read The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry. I rated this 2.5 stars in the end. I don't know what the ending is. I don't understand a lot of the theories in here, so confusing read. Also very insta love, so 2.5. And then I read Flock by Kate Stewart that I DNF'd. I'm gonna unhaul that book soon, so it's not with me right now. And then I read Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. If you guys want me to estimate my rating for this book, assuming the ending is gonna be epic because of what I am thinking is gonna happen, I'll probably rate this like a 4 stars and above. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!